Nah, but I need to change my diet though. I've slowed down because I have started to feel the pushback from trainers and nutritionists, but instead of 4 bags, probably down to 3. It happens a lot while I'm playing Call of Duty.
Today, we're diving into the world of DK Metcalf, better known as DK Metcalf, a name that's become a symbol of sheer dominance in the NFL. This powerhouse stormed out of Ole Miss, not just to play, but to conquer. With only 6 seasons under his belt, DK's already achieved what many veteran players only dare to dream of. Metcalf, who happens to be one of the most dominant wide receivers in today's game, is not just known for his incredible catches, but also for his, let's just say, unique diet. Even DK himself questions his unconventional eating habits, which have caught the eye of the Seattle Seahawks training staff and the entire league. We'll cover how he stays at the top of his game despite his sugary secret. Let's get right into it. DK Metcalf isn't just any player. He's a 2-time Pro Bowl selectee in 2020 and 2021, speaking to his elite talent and the immense respect he's earned from fans, coaches, and fellow players. But that's not all. Metcalf's extraordinary physicality and dedication has also landed him a spot on the 2020 All-Pro team. So how did he get here? Raw talent, elite genetics, a killer training program, or maybe a mix of it all? DK's dad, Terrence Metcalf, was a standout offensive lineman in the NFL, playing for the Chicago Bears from 2002 to 2008 after starring at Ole Miss, laying the foundation for a football legacy that DK continues as one of the NFL's top wide receivers. Today, the Seattle Seahawks wide receiver is known as one of the fastest athletes in the NFL. Remember when he blazed through the 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine with a time of 4.33 seconds? He's recorded over 1,000 receiving yards in 3 separate seasons and is even on pace to do it again for the 4th time as he sits around 800+ yards with 3 games to go at the time of this recording. The guy's only 26 years old and has plenty of time to add to his already impressive resume. But there's more to his story. There's just one thing that could throw a wrench in his path to greatness. Any guesses what's standing in his way? DK's love for candy is beyond extreme. It's more like a full-blown obsession. Believe it or not, this guy used to down 4 bags of candy every single day. And when he decided to cut just 1 bag from his daily intake, as we saw in that intro clip, he thought it was a huge deal. On the KG Certified podcast, he opened up about his diet, saying, "Yesterday, for instance, I woke up, worked out again, came home, showered," Metcalf said. "I'm hungry, I run to Starbucks and get a quick coffee. That's gonna hold me until like 4 or 5 p.m. Around 4:30 p.m., I ordered some candy and a water. Yesterday, I got the Skittles gummies. Then I got the Lifesavers Creations. They're about the same sized bag, so then I just mix them. I get the gummy, get the candy, get the water. That's gonna hold me until about 8 p.m. when I eat dinner. Then I eat dinner and go to sleep." Now, the only other 2 NFL athletes that come to mind with unusual eating habits are Chad Johnson and Marshawn Lynch. Lynch is famously known for his obsession with Skittles. His love for the candy was so well known that it inspired a video game where he gains power-ups from eating Skittles while steamrolling opponents, mirroring his real-life dominance on the field. Lynch himself has said, "I've been eating Skittles since I was a little kid. My mom used to give them to me when I played junior football." Then there's Chad Johnson, also known as Ocho Cinco, who has a notorious relationship with McDonald's. He once claimed, "I ate McDonald's 3 or 4 times a day, that's all I ate." And recently, he lost a bet that forced him to give up McDonald's for the rest of the year.
If the Pittsburgh Steelers win, you can't eat McDonald's for the rest of the year.
That's a lot.
Bet. That's a bet.
Wow.
I'll shake on that.
Let's get it.
That's how confident I am about that.
Let's get it.
That's conviction.
Let's get it.
A challenge that brought him to tears while he talked about a Bengals game with Uncle Shannon. The struggle is real for Ocho. Now, let's get to DK's insane physique. While his diet raises eyebrows, his physique speaks for itself, proving that somehow he makes it work. DK stands at 6'4" and weighs around 235 pounds. The guy looks more like a tight end than a receiver. Look at this side-by-side comparison, for example. He's without a doubt the strongest wide receiver in the NFL. In fact, he might be the strongest wide receiver in NFL history. There was this unforgettable moment when Metcalf joined division rival and all-pro defensive tackle Aaron Donald on a podcast. When the host asked who lifts more, Donald or Metcalf, Donald claimed the crown. But the fact that it was even a debate speaks volumes about Metcalf's incredible strength.
Do you think you can bench more than DK Metcalf? Yeah.
Oh! Imagine being on the field as Metcalf, who's built like a prime Brock Lesnar at 6'4", charges towards you at full speed. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot your coach screaming, "Tackle him!" Sorry, coach, you might want to handle this one yourself. Look at this absurd chase down tackle after Russell Wilson throws a pick in the end zone. Speaking of which, you'd think Wilson would have learned to run the ball by now. Russell Wilson was actually the closest player to Budda Baker, the cornerback who picked him off. But DK Metcalf didn't just outrun his own quarterback, he closed a 10-yard gap on a much smaller, faster player and made a tackle that stopped what looked like a sure pick six. While Metcalf stands out as one of the top athletes in the NFL, his eating habits are surprising given his elite performance. Typically, athletes prioritize nourishing their bodies with proteins, fruits, vegetables, and other energy-boosting foods. These are the staples that help athletes run, jump, recover, and maintain stamina. Candy, in contrast, is high in sugar and offers only a quick burst of energy followed by a rapid crash that can leave you feeling exhausted. But Metcalf's situation is somewhat unique. Given the rigorous demands of being an NFL player, he's burning thousands of calories a day during training and games, providing some leeway for higher calorie diets. This high level of physical activity might explain why Metcalf can offset the negative effects of his candy consumption, at least for now. The intense calorie burning from his training sessions and games might help mitigate the quick sugar crashes and potential weight gain from his less than ideal dietary habits. That said, it's worth noting his diet probably isn't the most sustainable long term. As athletes age and their metabolic rates slow down, the impacts of a high sugar diet become more noticeable. While DK seems immune to the negatives of candy for the time being, continuing to eat this way could eventually catch up with him, as Father Time remains undefeated. If DK wants to keep dominating on the field, does he need to rethink his diet to fuel up right for the long haul of his career? Let me know in the comments below. To be clear, I'm not suggesting you load up on Skittles and Lifesavers to get shredded. His diet works for him now, but it's not a blueprint for success for the rest of us. In fact, DK's talents extend beyond the field. Back in 2023, Metcalf was invited to participate in the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game, and I think I speak for everyone when I say the man exceeded expectations. He had Giannis Antetokounmpo as his coach and transformed into a basketball powerhouse, channeling his inner Giannis. Look at Metcalf showcasing his vertical with some of these dunks. He even brought out the Euro step just like Giannis would. And let's not forget when DK decided to run a 100-meter dash against professional sprinters and clocked in at just over 10 seconds. That's why he's convinced he can outpace Tyreek Hill. Whether you believe that or not, it's up to you. His abilities on the field and in other sports are yet another reminder of what makes DK Metcalf anything but average. What do you think of DK's candy-heavy diet? Will it catch up to him, or is he simply built different? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.